Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Hey, peace. What it do? What up, though, Detroit? We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Those who will be watching, thank you for watching. It's Go Real or Go Home. 1 hour of what is, what was, and what will be. We on 7 Mile Radio. Myself, my lovely co-host, Lady K. If you could say something to the people, y'all.
What's going on, everybody?
Okay.
You got the COVID?
Shut your face.
The monkey soap pox.
Something happened.
Monkey pox soap.
Whatever. How everybody doing? How you doing today, Con?
I'm doing all right, and somebody's phone is up.
Kela.
Oh, it was me this time, y'all.
It's gonna be somebody every week.
I'm trying
It
to
ain't gonna
share
be
on
Mark
the
though.
page.
It's gonna be somebody. But yeah, we here to talk about some good news. We got some good news. Hopefully the brother with the alkaline water shows up, right, to give his info. But besides that, we are talking about the Mack and Live Parade Rally.
Yes, I'm excited about
Yes,
that.
August 27th. We're excited. They reached out to Juneteenth Detroit Festival via, another community member, and we're happy to be joined with them. So, this is the home of Juneteenth info, right? This is the only podcast dedicated to Juneteenth info in all of Michigan. So we're here to let y'all know that the Juneteenth Detroit Festival community and supporters will be down with the Mack Alive parade. We are going to be bringing all of our talented young people and our car clubs and the marching band, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. So we're excited about that. We just met yesterday. And it looks like it's going to be a positive.
And congratulations, because it takes your hard work to put. I know you have other people that helps you, but the hard work you put in for you to be able to get to those levels. Congratulations.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's the networking, really.
Yeah.
If networking is any hard work, that's what we do, because that's how I met Mr. Lamar Phillips. That's how I met Spencer Cortez. You know what I'm saying? That's how I met Darshell. That's how I met Ageria. And these are all people that deal with dance and band and music. So we appreciate them. But right now, I'm trying to raise money to get a stilt walker, right? Those who know, but Allende is a cultural stilt walker, so he dresses in all African garb and be 12, 13 feet in the air. And I'm trying to surprise Mack Alive with that.
That'll be dope.
Yeah.
That'll be dope.
We need people to see that. So, we felt good that someone thought we were worthy. Mack Alive been doing this 32 years.
Damn.
And, Juneteenth Detroit Festival just celebrated its 12th year. So they chose to do it the way we would hope a lot of people would do it. If you're going to do something that you've never done, then reach out to the people who've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? So we are happy to be included. And we'll be paying for our vendor tables, right? And we put a sponsorship out there. Like, anybody who books through us to have a vendor table at Mack Alive, we will pay $20 of your $60, right? And it's not really $40 either. It's $60. We're going to give them a dub, you know what I'm saying? So it's really $40 to you. Just bring your merchandise and come enjoy the event. It's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So $40, it comes with a table and 2 chairs. If you book through Juneteenth Detroit on Facebook, we will pay 20 of those $60. We want to get y'all out there. We want to bring as many people from the west side to the east side as we can.
And what day is this again?
August 27th. I'm not sure of the day. I'm believing it's a weekend, though. But it's definitely August 27th.
It's the end of this month.
Yes, if you want to see the parade, come line up early.
Yes, August 27th is definitely a Saturday.
Saturday, and it's completely and utterly free. All right, there will be food there, but the food will be free. There will be games there, but the game's going to be free. Everything is free. The Mack Alive community organization has taken care of all of that. They are doing this for the people, and it's put on by the people. So come enjoy yourself August 27th. If you have supported Juneteenth in any way at anybody's event this year, come out and support Mack Alive. We're going to be networking. We're going to be meeting people. Because I don't really know how to keep this a secret. It's like, part of me is worried that every time somebody who's doing Juneteenth sees me do something, they're going to do it.
Copy it.
Right. So every time I meet a new person, I worry about a bunch of people following up, bombarding them with, I do Juneteenth too. That's not really the way to do that. Right. We can team up and then we can share resources. But it's like, what the hell? How I'm supposed to tell people what I got coming up
if
without
you don't-
exposing the people I'm working with. You know what I'm
This is
saying?
true. This is
So-
true.
It's called a non-disclosure agreement, but people in Detroit are scared of contracts.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So it is
Well,
what it is. You
and,
know,
they,
if
and
we
they
want
can't
y'all
do it
all
like
to
you,
come.
so they might be able to try to copy you. But
That's
they
why I
can't
don't
do
have
it
time
like
to
you.
keep it a secret. It's like, yo, if y'all want to network,
Yeah.
if y'all want to be amongst your people who have the same minds and the same goals as you, it don't matter what you host and what you throw. Show up to the Mac Alive event and see who you can connect with to
Right.
better improve your events. They've been doing this 32 years. They got to know something.
Well,
it's
the
all
thing
about networking.
Yeah,
know what I'm
the thing
saying?
about a networking is networking. They can't nobody network like you. So if they come in and try to move in, they ain't gonna hit home like you do. So don't worry about it. You be alright.
Yes, I'm working.
But
on
see,
it,
you
I'm working
gotta
on it.
you kept it a secret. The biggest thing is you kept it a secret while you were networking, right?
Right.
And then when the network was signed, sealed,
Once it
and
was locked
delivered,
in,
then you
now I done told
see.
you.
So you did
You
it the
know what
right
I'm
way.
saying? Yeah.
And then one thing that I see, like, it's about not that everybody's doing the same thing, but what is you doing different? What's setting you apart? You know what I'm saying? As far as that make you. One thing that I see about Kong with the Juneteenth situation is that it's not just a Juneteenth season thing. He doesn't just do it in the Juneteenth season when it's the time to celebrate it.
Right.
It's trending. So with that being said, when you look around at other people that's doing the June, it's like almost like the other people. Right, where it's just doing it for the gimmick, for the tap into it, for the
Or the
revenue
money.
stream of it. I guess it's basically. So, and with that being said, I would like to extend Juneteenth Detroit as being the honorary sponsor of the Podathon. Okay, where we can go ahead and keep that going. You see what I'm saying? Because that's September 24th, and
Okay.
that's a community event too. Because the thing about it is that's going to be the whole basis of the event itself. You know what I mean? The conversation that we'll be having on the podcast, whether it be the men panel, the ladies panel, which Kong is a part of the fellas panel. And that's part of the reason why I wanted them there to keep the awareness of roles about Juneteenth and just to expound on certain things in the community that's necessary.
That would be dope.
On being in place. So
I'm realizing now with Black Liberation Day, I believe that's August 19th, and then the Mac Alive Parade and rally, that's August 27th, and the Pod-a-thon is September 24th, and the book bag giveaway. We'll see. We are in a phase now where we have to spend the rest of our year going and supporting. You know what I'm saying? We drew in a whole lot of energy for Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? We put out a lot, but we definitely drew in a lot. So now we're going to give it back. You know what I'm saying? We're going to come, we supporting, we volunteering. Even if it's not all of us, it'll be some of us. We just want to be represented in like-minded
it's
events.
about keeping that energy going as far as just the climate of us networking and us doing business together and just celebrating ourselves. You know what I mean? Throughout the whole year, because we spoke on that on one of the Juneteenth shows. On this needs to be something that's not just in June. We need to keep reciprocating that energy. So
And that's because the preparation for it gets heavy. If we really get into the culture and we have old school, new school workout competitions, you feel me? Then that can't be something you just start doing 2 months before the event. If you want to compete for that trophy, we need you going to the gym
It's like
or
all
getting out
year
to the
thing.
parks.
Yeah.
Yes, you got to get ready. We are now working to be on the calendars for our dance team, so we can be a part of their later on, and we won't be so much disturbing their pattern. You know what I'm saying? Just because the holiday popped up. We want to be the end game for all lanes. You know what I'm saying? They got to be working on something just for the Juneteenth season. You know, so the rewards have to be worth it, and the crowds have to be plentiful. And again, if we continue to split ourselves up into these little satellite groups, none of us will reach where we could be reaching, and none of us will be as effective as we could be for the community.
many hands make light work.
Real
Why
talk.
are we all doing the same thing the same way at the same time?
4,
We're not
5
doing it
blocks
together.
from each other.
And not doing it together.
So when you say, "Well, I don't do this just for the money," I do this, then there's a few things that you'll be doing. You'll be including your brothers and sisters, right? Including like-minded situations. This does not mean, we just said this before, you don't give up your paperwork, give up your rights and your licenses. As long as you are doing something, some element of what y'all have is together, then that's the collaboration right there. I don't care. Look, I gave them some hot dogs, they gave me some chips. That's the first step.
Hey,
You feel me?
we can grow from there.
We're building. We're building.
That's
Yeah,
right, that's
you can
right.
still be in your location. You want to hype up your neighborhood. You want to hype up your parking lot for your business. That's fine. But if you're not also plugged into what's going on in your community on a grand scale, then you are working against the grain of what Juneteenth could be doing for us. It's not that you're an enemy. It's not that you a sellout. You just have not completely aligned which would help us become even more powerful in our efforts. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping for a day where we got a banner with 40, 50 different organizations and owners on it, because we all do it anyway, so we doing it together. And then they'll know that they can't separate us, they can't divide us, they can't have us infighting. Mack Alive has an incredible banner with a whole lot of people on it. You know what I'm saying? But that's 32 years in. We don't have to. It's gonna take us time, but it ain't gotta take us 30 years.
Right.
We know. We know what to do. They've showed us. Let's learn from these elders. Because in the meeting, that's what it was.
Okay.
In the meeting, everybody had gray hair.
I love
You know what I'm saying? It was one or two brothers and sisters that was
I
younger,
had to
but
work that
the
meeting.
Mack Alive community is ran by the by the homeowners and lifelong Mack Ave residents. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So
Okay.
when I look at other places, other neighborhoods, and they sit on their place about what they don't have,
Right.
what's not in their hood, this is the third community house I've been in. Mama Akua's house, now the Mack Alive house, and I was in somebody else's not too long ago. But if your hood is lacking, then it's on the people in the hood who ain't did nothing about it. You feel me? Like there are these elders did not come together and work and build that house. Like there are programs, there are grants, all type of stuff. If you decide we're going to be the ones to take care of our hood, there are programs that acknowledge you for that and will assist you in getting that house put together. You know what I'm saying? These have not been rehabbed houses, by the way.
Right.
Not that I've seen. These
No, they
were
haven't.
built from ground up, new homes.
They
you know
are.
what I'm saying?
Brand new
That,
homes.
yes,
Yeah,
that
they
came
are.
with the grant. That came with so you're gonna be the community resource.
And they're out
right?
there. The thing about it is people are lazy. They don't want to get out. They don't want to talk. I don't like people in my business. Well, I'm going to tell you like this. If you want some help, you're going to have to expose some of your business. No matter what way. You can't walk up
get
to your
help from it.
homeboy. You can't walk up to your homeboy, man, I need $1,000. Nigga, for what? That's the first thing a person going to say, for what?
Give me a
The government-
proposal.
the government
now you
wanna
got to
know.
present a
See what I'm
proposal.
saying?
Listen,
So,
the government
you gotta
wanna
get
know
out
what
there
it's
and reach
for.
off into it.
The
you
government
know?
want to know all your business, and they're only gonna give you 180.
Yeah, but we ain't talking about the government. We talking about
I mean,
right
I'm
inside
saying
our
that
network.
if you're going to go and fill out any other paperwork, they're going to ask you all your information, all the stuff that ain't none of nobody's business, really. Is there someone on the run and living in your house? Like, dog, that's a lot of stuff. If
What do that got to do with the price of tea in
You
China?
feel me?
Like
But
The
if you
person
get
that live in your house,
anything-
can you borrow some money to get
You know what I'm
those
saying?
things?
So if you get anything from anybody, expect them to
Yeah,
ask, you know,
most
what is it
definitely.
for?
But they have to reach out. You got to get
know.
off into the community. You got to call. You got to talk to people. But it's out there. My whole point is these programs and people in the community is there to help. You just got to reach out.
Yeah, you got to know where to go to, and if you don't have somewhere to go to, then maybe you need to be the one to create it.
There
You know
it
what I'm
is.
saying?
I love
like,
it.
well, when I looked up and I needed diapers, there was no diaper bank. You know, there's a diaper bank on the east side. I don't know if it's one on the west side. So it'd be like, well, go to those people and find out, how did y'all get this started?
Right.
Because we shouldn't have to travel 20 miles to get the diapers. You know what I'm saying? If there's a program that's showing love on baby diapers from infant to pull-ups, everybody need to be aware of it.
Most
you know what I'm
definitely.
saying? So they definitely helped me. I used them several times.
But then sometimes some programs last longer because everybody don't know about it. And what I mean by that is the
resources are more available.
yeah, because I guess, you know, when you say, you know, there's so many people in the world, it's a small world, and there are in need, you know what I'm saying? And it's not enough that's going around, or sometimes they product might not be as mass as that crowd of needing. So when it goes to like social media or having real big billboards, they like, nah, we don't want all that exposure. This is supposed to be a word of mouth.
Well, that's
base.
why. Yeah, well, that's all I was talking about. I don't expect a nonprofit to have billboards and stuff like that. Let's say the Red Cross, but I'm telling people, if you know, what I said was, if you know about a diaper bank and you know it needs to be one over here, you know about, like, I lived on Evergreen, but I knew it was a diaper bank on Conant. I drove all the way over there for it, but what I'm saying is, when I talk to those people, like, how did you do this? How did we get this started? You know what I'm saying? Over there, it was a process to it. You know what I'm saying? That I wasn't really qualifying for. But I'm saying, like, if you just ask people, you know what I'm saying, then it can be more available to you. Like, when they did the gas giveaway not too long ago, someone said, how come it's not on the east side? And it's like, well,
I didn't know about
it's
it.
like,
where did you find out the information about the? I seen it on the
I
news
just seen
as
it on
happened.
Facebook. You know
Oh,
what
I
I'm saying?
didn't see it on. I didn't see the promotion on it on Facebook.
Everyone's not gonna see every promotion. That's impossible. You know what I'm saying? But that's why we have to, like you say, word of mouth. If you know it's a diaper bank and they not gonna promote it because they trying to hold on to as much as they can, it's on you to let people know who need it. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know they got them over there. And then when it's gone, hey, it's gone. Like, either they gonna last long or the need could cause them to double up the grant. it happens differently. It could be like, well, when it's gone, or it could be like there's more of a need than we thought. You know what I'm saying? It don't always be the end of it, depending on how people doing their grant and how it works. But I know that diaper bank on Conant been going for years now. You know what I'm saying? It's only a couple times a month.
Hearing about it.
I'm on the east side, and I've never heard about a diaper bank until today, years old.
Today, years old, when I found out that the east side had a diaper bank.
A couple times I pulled up to it. It was at the Samaritan Center in the parking lot. Long ass car line. You feel me? Just like it was for the gas. It's gonna always be a long line. You want it or not. You pulled up. You had to have your baby with you. They gave you one box of diapers. You know what I'm saying? A whole box. Not
that's
no
a blessing.
pack. They gave you a box.
Things that they don't talk about in the city of Detroit.
Yeah, and that's another thing. You know, in a nation they tell us if there's someone seeking knowledge, you give it to them. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't necessary that you got to run from this place and this resource and scream it from the rooftops, but just keep your ears and eyes open for those who need the assistance. Yeah. They'll reveal themselves to you, and then you just let them know about this little thing, you know. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we want people to be able to be helped. And then imagine some of the people who found it, knew about others that needed it, but didn't say nothing because they were worried it wouldn't be there for them next time.
That's a shame.
That's counterproductive to the movement. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I was thinking earlier, maybe about a minute ago, about like, okay, so how do we prevent abuse of situations like that? I.e., people who are doubling, tripling up, or maybe don't even need it and just taking advantage and taking the resource away from those.
Let me ask you this. First, they don't allow you to double and triple up unless you're going to get, because like you said, it's a time frame is not that much. The cars are lined up. The only way to double up is because it's one per car. No matter how many kids you got, you're only getting one box per kid. You know what I'm saying? So if you got 3 in diapers, I hope they can all wear one size. You know what I'm saying? They ain't just going to pass you a bunch. But then you would have to get out, get another car, go to the back of the line with some new kids and start, you know what I'm saying? So then it's like, well, who don't really need it? It's like, what did you do with it? When it comes to food, did you eat it? When it comes to the gas, did you drive it the fuck out? Right. You know what I'm saying? Or now, are you trying to resell the one box of diapers? Did you sit in this line for 45 minutes to resell a box of diapers? Somebody around you got a dirty ass, and you need diapers. You know what I'm saying? So now, whether or not you need them in your house, like for example, I'm on the west. When my car went down, my mom went to that diaper bank for me. Okay. Mom don't got no kids, right? So she had to explain to them that I'm getting these for my grandkids who on the west side of the city because y'all don't be over there. You know what I'm saying? So they took it through something. She ended up calling me. You know what I'm saying? I told them I've been there before. All from the phone. It was COVID. They gave it to them. You know what I'm saying? So when we have the resources, just man, don't be ashamed to share them with those you know who need them. We're not going to ever.
Diapers now, ain't you?
I'm almost out. I'm on pull-ups now. But here's the thing: we'll never be able to stop those who take advantage of a thing, right?
Most definitely.
It might be an inside job. Hell, I would assume, quite frankly, if I work at a diaper bank, all my people who need diapers is straight off top. Right. You feel me? You at least gonna know what time to show up to get them first. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna always be somebody dangling with the system. But in the meantime, what we say, good done is good done. Good done. Can't take away how many people really needed those and got them that day because it is one or two motherfuckers who's willing to be slick for a box or a plate or a couple of gallons. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, most of the people who sit and wait like that know what they look like to people. You feel me? They feel what people want them to feel like as they're staring at them waiting for this free shit. You know what I'm saying? But they know they need it. Right. Or they so shady, they gonna wait anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's that whole community. Let them have it. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when a bird come down, he ain't need the bread you threw out. Like, nigga, you just ate. They had the same talk. Like, so you just gonna fly down to every fucking crumb that get dropped.
I'm fasting. I'm fasting.
You know what happens to him, though? It's like some old Aesop's favorite shit. You know what happens to him? He gets too fat to be fast. Fucks around and starves. Before he starved, he get humble, though. Because now he like, can y'all go get me some food? Oh can y'all leave me something? Y'all know it's going to take me a while to get there. You done got fat off your greed, and now you need our help. And what the good people do? Feed them. We always feed those people. It's very rare we oust people from our community because of the fuck shit they've done. And I got to appreciate that because maybe I would have been ousted. It's a slippery slope. When they start saying who can't be around.
Because nobody's perfect.
You know what I'm saying? They might be like, oh, no, we done with y'all too.
Yeah.
What if your community decided you couldn't be here if you had felonies? It's a slippery slope when we start getting together and say we want life to be a certain type of way.
Big up to all those out there actually doing something for the community. You know
what I'm saying?
No matter what you do. Even if you just in the neighborhood and you got 4 little boys around the corner that you take in, play basketball, and feed them some chicken sometime here and there. That's community. That's a part of your community. That is community service, no matter how nobody look at it.
If you remember those people from when you was young, you know these kids gonna remember you.
Most definitely.
Right? I could always go down to her house and get a sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It be like that, and I think it's still people like that.
And in the new generation, they're gonna carry that too, because I mean, Kalaya's 19 now, my oldest, and I've had a couple of kids that done came when she come in town. They be like, man, I remember Miss Cotton, you used to come pick me up. You ain't let your no baby stay out in the winter, did you? No, I ain't gonna let you stay out in the winter.
My mom
or just
had
getting
a
them to
thing
sports.
with, everybody having on the same stuff. So like, she didn't want my cousins or friends to come because they was going through whatever at their house. They had to look a certain way while we was looking a certain way. It would be like whoever coming over, we all going to Shoppers World. Everybody getting t-shirts and blue jean shorts, and we all it caused a little bit of nothing. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm
we
one of those
decent.
moms.
We all out
gonna
together.
be all right. And I know you
fun.
don't have, so you know what? You're going out. You're representing me. I'm gonna go ahead and just take a little time
But
to clean
she
up a
old school
little
though.
bit.
You have to leave them clothes when you go. And be here when you come back. You
Most
know what I'm
definitely,
saying?
because we're gonna go somewhere else again, and
Yeah,
you
and
will
you ain't
always
gonna have them
this.
if you leave with them.
That's right.
You ain't gonna have
That's
that. I
right.
pull up to get you next weekend. Like where that
Hey,
shirt at?
I know a little kid told me that he would have never been able to play basketball if it wasn't for me, and I said, why? He said, because I wouldn't have been able to have rides. And the school that the kids went to was an academy, so there wasn't busing with the school. And it didn't dawn on me that this little boy literally was able to play basketball because I had a van. I was a soccer mom when Kalaya was growing up. I carried half the team to all the games. Yeah.
Carpooling to do it.
Oh, yeah.
It's people right now that's thankful for their coworkers. Like I wouldn't be able to get to work if it wasn't for you taking me. The resources just ain't there.
I've carpooled before. I've been on the passenger side, the back side, and I've been the driver. So.
And that's what I think we should say that. I think people should change. I don't have no help. So I don't have no resources. It's similar, but it's different. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like the help don't come. I ain't got no help to get to work. No, you don't have the resources.
And your
a lot
help
of people
could.
may be willing to help you, but they themselves may not even have the resources.
And that's why it's
you
the
just don't
resource.
have
You
it.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you reach out to somebody and say, "Can I get a ride or can I get $20?" And they're like, "Oh, I got you later. Let me see." And then you give them attitude about it. It's like, what's the point of that? You know
You ain't got it either.
You don't know what they had going on. You are an unexpected expense, sir. You know what I'm saying? You showed up today in the middle of the day, asking me for $40 as if I have that waiting for a random motherfucker who need money. Like, let me put this 40 to the side for somebody who pull up.
But you know
Like,
what? Isn't that part of teaching and growing though? Because I mean, when we were kids, I don't know if you guys' parents said certain things like, "Don't let your friends pick you. You pick your friends. Surround yourself around people who want to go somewhere in life, do things." So I mean, for example, I know all of y'all circles. In my circle, we all know someone who knows someone who knows someone. And what I mean by that, network. And I'm pretty sure you know somebody with an ice cream truck. I know you know so many people. We ain't gonna go down your networking list, and I know I'm abundant of people as well. So, but it took me. I'm 40 years old now. In my 20s, I'm not gonna say I didn't care, but I will say some of the friends around me in my 20s, they are not and no longer with me here in my 40s because of the mindset.
Yeah, sometimes you grow apart.
So when we go to kids and then we even get to an adult, some adults still just never get that you surrounded yourself around some fucked up people, and that's why you ain't got the resources.
You gotta look back and realize
you made some decisions that prevented you from attaining the resources that you need now.
Yeah, you got
I mean,
stuck into
y'all get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
you got stuck in that rut for too long.
Yeah.
Those are the people who let life happen to them. They don't be living it.
But then sometimes we don't have those to teach us that. Like, my mother was a person that, I ain't gonna say she talked at me, but she told me what to do. You're gonna wear this, you're gonna eat this, you're gonna do this. I didn't get a chance until I got out of her house and got on my own to decide, well, I really don't like Brussels sprouts.
Well, that's why they created self-determination, though. Like, they created that understanding because you're not gonna always have somebody behind you pushing you and supporting you. You might have somebody holding your clothes or holding the tail of your shirt. You know what I'm saying? While you're trying to get up the hill, you have to have self-determination. But that's also the people who study us. They throw those boulders down that hill in order to see who can endure more. You know what I'm saying? If you dodge all those boulders and get to the top, you're gonna make a real decision along the way. Am I still for the people, or am I just trying to go corporate because it's less boulders going up that hill. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's less people throwing them at
And
you.
it's a hard ass fall.
You know, it's less people sitting on the hill who done gave up in that corporate world. They all went up there and went over it.
Right.
Meanwhile, over here, you know, for the people, it's people who gave up along the way. You got to jump over them. You got to get around them. They're asking for your help along the way.
Yeah.
A man told me not too long ago that Juneteenth would have already been great if I would have stopped trying to bring the whole world with me. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, you got to do it by yourself. Pay everybody. Stop trying to build a team and build a community around it. And I say that makes sense if all you're doing it for is for the dollar and for the bottom line. And he was a businessman, so that made sense to him.
Yeah.
But we believe that Juneteenth, Mack Alive, Kwanzaa, African Liberation Day, these days and times where we celebrate us and honor ourselves, we believe if united properly and used righteously, we could definitely change how our next generations view and treat each other. Right? We have to decide that we are the ones that are going to change things. Our oppressors and the people who look to keep us held back, they don't all look different from us. Some of us look just like, some of those people look just like we do. Okay? So it's not a race thing anymore. It's a have and have nots thing with an undertone of race. You feel me? But in the end, we need to focus on us and focus on our next generation because everyone who wants us gone already is. Right? They already can tell based on what your kids' grades is in the 5th grade whether or not they'll ever see college or be successful. You know, we keep raising our children to be the baddest single solo people in the world. We need to raise them to understand that they do need help. They need to ask for help, and they need to be able to accept help. Right? And
some
then
of these teachers don't make
reciprocate
it no
that.
better.
Right.
Yes. But you know, someone told me that they're telling some teachers when they graduate that doing teaching in the inner city school is almost like that pro bono work lawyers got to do. Like before you even get out here, we need you to go ahead and go do a couple years over
I
there.
had a Facebook friend of mine who told me that her special needs student was told that because of his behavior, he would probably end up dead or in jail before he was in high school by the teacher.
My principal told me that when I was in the 10th grade. I forgot his name, but I was in Kettering High School. He told me that. He said, somebody gonna kill you. But he wasn't saying it. Looking back, he meant it. Like, I was big. I was throwing my weight around. I was fighting people. And he's like, somebody gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think people just gonna keep letting you beat on them? Like, somebody gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, looking back, like, you sit up, you dead or in jail. But it's like, we don't really be having you fucked up. Like, it's really
I
only
feel like
so
it's
sixth
not,
grader, though.
but I
This is a
feel like
sixth
it's not
grader.
what you say, it's how you say it.
But see,
You
like
know
you
what
said,
I'm
it's a
saying?
6th grader, but they're going further back. They used to have to wait till we was in the 10th to see what we'd be like. They don't have to wait till that no
No,
more.
they
They're like,
don't.
okay, if you come out the 5th talking about on God, on my mama, I don't give no fucks. They like, yeah, we just seen 7,000 of y'all over the last 5 years. It didn't turn out well for them.
Yeah.
The best y'all did was content creators. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all done gave up on
Yeah,
real
but look
dreams
how you
'cause
just
y'all
delivered
chasing
that
short
message,
ones.
though. You look how you delivered that message. You know, and me as a parent and my child, yeah, I know that he might be rambunctious and I know he done caused some issues. But who gives you the right to sit up here and say to my son, somebody gonna kill you? Now, had he sat down and said, look, man, I don't want nobody to kill you. See, it's a different message. And it's
but
not
we
what
don't.
you say.
That's
how
the
you say
thing.
it.
That's the thing. But who has time for that? Like, our people need to realize
But
that
if,
we
wait,
need to.
wait,
no,
but
no.
if you go into the teaching, I don't care if you're a gym teacher, you are going into teach. It's not about your attitude when you're talking about going to a profession. It's the same thing when you're going to the medical field.
Okay.
If you ain't, but you know, we do know that people don't do it.
No,
We
it's
know-
not. That's not my point. My point is that our people need to be shocked. Like, if you at home and they not teaching you, you walking through the streets and they not teaching you. Now you supposed to get here and I'm gonna talk to you soft and let you know that your chances are running low, and there's only so many options for you. That's not how your mama talk. That's not how I heard you talking in the hallway.
That's not
I
how
got
the world
to
gonna treat you.
I got to get through
This-
to
this
you,
is
brother.
true.
I got to
Yeah,
tell
now
you
on
that
that
if
hand,
you
yes.
talk like that to some of these men in these liquor stores, they will put a
happen.
bullet in your fucking head. That's how I have to say it. I have to make you see it. Just like the white men take their children out and shoot the watermelon so they can see it explode. They'll shoot in the air so they can hear the sound. They show them the destructive power of a gun. We gonna show you. You feel me? I understand that if it's yours, you got time for that. They in your house, you got time to slow walk them. But if all I see them is for 10 minutes every day during an 8-hour busy schedule, I got to make sure everything I say is effective every single time. Now, I know from sitting in that cell, you think back to every single time somebody told you that shit.
So this teacher,
They
when
was right.
when this
They
teacher
was
he
right.
told you that, right?
Most
You
definitely.
still chose to do what you wanted to do, no matter what. So I just feel like that message is only for certain kids, because some kids aren't as strong and as tough as you were.
No, but everybody needs to hear different messages.
Yeah.
We all 4 different adults, but we all know what's real.
Right.
That child that we trying to reach
Mm-hmm.
is not gonna get. If they say go in there and tell him be the best he can, only one of us gonna say the words "be the best you can." Everybody gonna put their spin on it based
Most
on how they
definitely.
get down and what they've
Most
been
definitely.
through.
But we don't know which
so,
one is gonna stick.
Yeah, so when I was mentoring, they had to tell me to stop cursing, right? Because I would get into my talks and get the cursing. So I did reel back on the cursing, but I was very vivid in the things I talked about, because I know that you can tap on the phone and make a mistake and see something worse than what I just said.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like, no, we gonna talk real to y'all,
Right.
because I just seen you push that girl down, and it's men that don't like that.
Right.
It's brothers and dads that still don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll get hurt doing that. Now, we done already told you, keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah.
Hitting is not nice.
Right.
Sharing is caring.
Right.
That shit is out the window now.
Oh,
you
most
cussing
definitely.
back at
Now
us
there's,
and
now
sagging
there's
your
levels,
pants.
most definitely.
You
There's
feel me?
levels. So what you telling
So-
me is people gonna talk to you nice, and that man was like, you know what, he's a hard.
Yeah, I mean, you get it. You get it.
And
You
we
get it
gotta
from
tell.
all ways. You get it. You gonna get your Obamas. You gonna get your Malcolm
So
X's.
that wasn't the first
You
time.
gonna get your Scarfaces.
That
your
wasn't the
E40s.
first time he told you something.
No, that was the first time that principal ever said that to me, but that wasn't the first time someone had told me that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely heard it in different ways, even from my mama. But that's why I tell people, when you cry when they die, think back. Did you ever say stop?
Right.
Did you ever say stop? They'll
you
say,
try
man,
to
he
help?
knew he was grown. Did you ever say, bruh, you gotta chill the fuck out of here?
That's deep.
They got that
And
bar
you
in
know
that
what?
song that said,
You
if
know
my
what?
brother catch another body, I swear I'm telling mama.
And that just hit
You
home.
feel me? That's
That hit
real
home
shit.
hard.
Like, talk to him. This nigga's going crazy out
Yeah.
here. You gotta say it.
Yep, because
I think-
my uncle passed away, and he was a rough kid from the gate. And when he finally came home from prison in his 50s, he was doing good for a few years. But then, hey, I don't know what happened, what made him want to go back to doing what he was doing, but he did, and he died by what his sword was. Somebody shot him. Okay, and at the funeral, I'm sitting there, I'm looking at some people who didn't want nothing to do with man, he wild, man. And I'm looking over at him like, you ain't even offer a couch, dude. Like, I know 3 days before he died, I had went and got an extra key to my house. I had went and got blankets. My daughter Erin wasn't in my life at this time. It was just Kalaya at this time. We was in a 1-bedroom apartment, but I knew that when my uncle walked out that apartment, he was losing his apartment. I knew when he went back to them streets, I might not see him no more. So you know what I did? I gave him a place. And you know what he said to me? I won't intrude on you and them babies. I said, I need you to though. I want you to. He looked me dead in my face and he said, you're doing good for yourself, Niecy. 2 days later, my uncle was gone. But I'm sitting in the funeral home looking at other cousins and a couple of sisters and people that I knew could have reached out and gave. I ain't have much, but I gave what I offered. Nobody offered a basement, a room, something that did not send him back to the streets.
That's
So
why people gotta know.
don't
how
cry
blessed
now.
they
He
are.
gone. He's gone. Yeah, I'm hurting because I tried to help and it still wasn't enough help for him. But if I had y'all to help me help him, maybe we could have saved this man from where he was coming from, these streets, you know, but no one wanted to help. And now you sitting here crying. And I ain't gonna lie, it's been years later. And I still hurt as my seat to sort some of these females and family members and males in my family because they did not help. And you crying out and he's gone. Crying ain't gonna help him bring coming back, and crying ain't gonna help him.
I think it's a deeper issue that stems like being conditioned and programmed majority of our life, and then figuring out how to uncondition yourself with certain habits and certain things that you were taught in life. Because the older you get, you start to realize, like, okay, that was kind of a lie. They didn't tell the full truth over there. You start doing your research and you start figuring out it's a bigger purpose and a bigger plan to life.
And better ways of handling things.
Exactly.
And I agree with that, most definitely.
Look, that was the owner of Drip Alkaline. He
Yeah.
He tapped in. Look, I was looking for a segue. I appreciate grown ups. You know what I'm saying? He like, listen, first of all, I can chime in. You feel me? Like he double
I'm
dutching.
getting the
You feel me?
conversation.
So he here with the drip. Y'all know we rocking with Drip Alkaline.
Yeah, he got me
water.
over here drinking water that I shouldn't be
yeah,
drinking.
let me get rid of
Can
we
I get my
believe,
water, please?
we believe in getting out of your body what you put into it. So we're doing our best to put to train ourselves, to discipline ourselves, and to put in the best things that we can into our body. I am currently fasting now. thanks to Liberated Farms and the brother True over there with Liberated Farms, I'm on a water and tea fast. I am cleansing myself out for 10 days, water and tea, then water, tea, and vegetables, then water, tea, and fruit and vegetables. We still working out for an hour a day, and we're reading 5 books written by revolutionary brothers.
like
And
that.
we
You know what I'm
are
saying?
cleansing our colons.
Yes, we cleansing ourselves.
No pop, no juice.
Yes, it's just been water and sugarless teas. And if you want to cheat, you're supposed to cheat with a raw vegetable or fruit.
I bought my
'cause
first
it's
ginger before today.
It's the habit of chewing. You feel me?
I got a
Motherfuckers miss
ginger.
chewing. Like I'm on my second day of the liquid diet. Third day? Is it my third day? Since the first. It's the second.
So do you got a juicer?
It's only the second day?
Oh damn it!
Good
I like
Lord,
that.
yesterday seemed like 2 days. Oh, it's because I took a nap. Oh, man. But no, I have people who are making me smoothies.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They got blenders and stuff. But yesterday, I'm not at that point, though. The first 10 days is really just water and tea.
Okay.
So yesterday, I ended up eating some corn. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to just eat nothing today. You know, but you should be able to see it. You know what I'm saying? You'll see your bathroom situation changing. And by the time 30 days hit, I'm hoping I'll be done with bread, sugars, and potatoes. And
Let's see.
cheese.
Well, I'm not going as
Try to
far
follow
as
that,
this.
man. I'm gonna try as much as I can.
I'm not going as far as Kong, but I'm already a
said
person
as
that
much.
don't drink pop, so it's not going to be hard for me to just do the water intake. But I am staying away from fried foods,
pop and
fast
fried foods.
foods,
I can get away from
and
that.
bread.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm trying to. But my
Where
issue,
you at on the potatoes, though?
Okay, so
I gotta
I'm gonna
fight-
tell you.
I gotta
I'm gonna
fight
tell
about
you.
that.
I'm gonna tell you this. So this is what I did yesterday. I went out and I bought me some some yams, and I cut about 4 of them up and put them in the oven. I put about 2 in the air fryer, and then I put 1 in the microwave just to taste to see if I could just maneuver around my potato fetish because I love me some potatoes and some rice. And it's okay. I'm gonna be all right.
See, the thing is, it's the thing, people, though, like, you just can't be doing all of it. It's like, because I love potatoes, you feel me?
Yeah.
But that's why I got to chill on the bread. I don't
Yeah.
need the bread, and there's alternatives to actual bread.
Yeah.
I ain't no alternatives to no baked potato. I want my potato. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I ain't going to do bread and potatoes and rice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's
And
why I
you eat
said. That's why I
pasta,
said the bread.
Right, them same people
Yeah,
still
and the
eat macaroni
noodles.
and cheese because macaroni and cheese is a pasta.
It
people.
is.
So
It's a noodle.
You
That's a
still eat
noodle.
spaghetti,
And cheese.
macaroni and cheese, all
Now,
this
if
other
you
shit.
do a potato and a
No.
rice, you should be okay if you cut all the other ones out.
You talking about in your diet, not on the same plate.
Not on the.
You know what
I'm talking about in your
Like,
diet.
yes, yes, you should rice potato back and forth if you can cut out everything else.
Yep.
And that's if you just don't want to look like a shrink wrapped piece of bacon. I'm not interested in being the thinner man. I just want to be the healthier man.
That's right. It's the
Yeah.
healthy side.
And
of
that's
it.
when we
Yeah.
talking healthy. That's why we drip alkaline water. You feel me?
that's
Ah,
right.
segue.
So give us
Did
give
it.
us a little bit of your background. I know you've been here before, but you can always tell us again. What started your actual venture off into the alkaline water?
Just playing professional basketball overseas, and then venturing off and moving West Coast to see a different lifestyle. I just wanted more for myself, and I feel like I love my city. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like my purpose was bigger than just being here. I feel like I had to go West Coast to figure out these different things about alkaline water and having an alkaline based diet to bring that back home and share that with my people, because the whole concept became bigger than that. It was like, okay, now I got the health part together, but now how can I promote it? How can I
you started your journey in your own personal life on being healthy before even going off into
Correct.
it. Okay.
That's good. We need somebody who can use it.
Yeah.
Don't be,
Not
don't
like
be
you
giving
selling it
somebody
and you
something
ain't drinking
never
it.
even used.
Exactly. That's bogus, So I'm real
Okay.
good. I'm real big on health and what I'm consuming into my body. Like, I'm glad that y'all brought up the fasting because I have my brother Low Key the Vibe. He's not here, but he's an artist of mine as well too. Like my brother, we rock through it all. I was gonna say we've been fasting every day,
Okay.
right? From like the morning time all the way to about like 5, and then we break our fast and we eat. But what we eat is just like salads and fruits,
Okay.
right? And then we consume the water too.
So it's 1 meal a day.
1 meal a day.
How long y'all been doing that?
It's been about like our 16th day today.
Yeah, that's similar to Ramadan, I believe.
Now
I
you
think
know
they eat
what?
1 meal
Now
after
I can
sundown
do
or
something like that. I can do that.
And it's
You
real
can't
life.
go crazy on your meal though.
Yeah, you can't.
Right,
That's what you
right.
gotta
No,
remember.
no.
You gotta-
I get that part. But what I'm saying, just the fasting part of throughout the day, because I don't normally, I call them hunger headaches.
Right.
You know, but I know that has not to be true. Okay.
So that would mean,
that's
listen,
my
that would
inner
mean
fat
if you
girl
tell me,
saying, "Feed me," right?
That would mean if you eat your meal at 6, 7 o'clock, probably 8, 9 o'clock, because they eat theirs kind of early.
Okay.
That mean they still do stuff after. When
Right.
I did the Ramadan fast years ago, we would do it. We would eat when the sun was down, but there ain't no moving after that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because
straight
now you
down.
got to go to sleep, wake up, and do your whole day. Ain't no breakfast.
I see what you're saying.
You feel me? You skip breakfast, you
Okay,
skip lunch.
because
There
I'm
are
not a
no
breakfast
snacks.
eater.
There are no, you know what I'm saying? And then you wait till dinner.
So now with
That's
this
it.
fasting, you're consuming just liquids only.
Just liquids and salad and fruit. That's it.
So I'm talking about the hours of your fasting. Are you able to do a smoothie?
Oh no, nothing.
Yeah, no, just water.
Nothing. Just water.
Okay.
Just water.
Okay.
And you got the best
A
water.
smoothie is a meal.
I am
that's it.
because I have to take. So I take prescriptions. So I take an allergy medicine, and so it wouldn't work for me because I have to take something, or I could change the time I take.
You
my
could
medicine.
literally eat a cracker.
I could take my medicine at nighttime.
Or you could
right?
literally eat a cracker.
But then I wouldn't be fasting.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you don't need a whole smoothie for an allergy pill.
That's true.
That's true.
That is true.
They just need something on your belly. You could send it down there with a cracker.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't think of that neither.
Or like a pizza, man.
Yeah, and you know I love
Bread.
my people, but you gotta
Bread,
hear
yeah.
them when they be like, you know, like I heard a brother tell me the other day, like, man, you know I be wanting to work out, but man, I gotta get my sleep. I was like, what? Like, wait, you think lifting weights turn you into a vampire? And shit? Like, no,
Right.
no.
When we
You
can
gonna
name a couple
definitely
of
sleep.
things.
You gonna sleep even more once you start working your body
Most
out. You know
definitely.
what I'm
You'll
saying?
get
Like,
more
man, I got to
energy.
get my sleep in. I'm
That's
like, bro,
what
you're gonna be
Kela
taking
philosophy.
naps and everything.
Nap after nap.
But I'm hoping my energy improve with getting rid of these last sluggish things that I be putting in my
It
body.
will, because it's the intent behind the fasting for me.
Okay.
Like, what are you doing it for? Like, y'all whole purpose is to cut out certain things out of your diet, you know, so you can slim up,
Yeah.
and, you know, live a healthier lifestyle. So I believe, like, it's that intent right there, and just being consistent with that, I'll go win. You know what I'm saying? 30 days go turn into 60. 60
That's what,
go
and see,
turn
that's
into
what took
90.
me so long, because I knew how this can go. Right, I've lived a life of working out every day, twice a day, so I know once
Right.
you get started,
Right.
you be on that path. You know what I'm saying? And when people say, "Well, I ain't got to do all that," or "You doing too much," because I try to get my brothers to do it. This is what I'm telling them. Like, first of all, we don't know everything that's going on in us, because it ain't like we get checkups. When you start on the path to living healthier, you already know how much you put into your body. Don't nobody, if you was fucking with the booger sugar, but you. You feel me? You know if you was fucking with that booger sugar. You had 2 summers with the sugar. You
say
need to
booger
shock
sugar?
your system and give it all up.
Oh my
And then,
God.
in moderation, give yourself back some of those things that aren't so harmful to yourself,
summers, right.
but you need to chill. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, well, why did you go so hard? It's like, cuz, man, I know, unlike other people, I know I started smoking a year and a half ago. I know I started smoking cigarettes a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I've been battling with stopping. And now, once I started this, I haven't smoked a cigarette in like 3 days. Because it was never something that had me. It was just something that I got comfortable with doing. And even every time I lit the bitch and it tasted nasty, I still did it. It was like, all right, what the fuck ever. You literally be telling yourself, fuck me, this is what I do. Fuck life, fuck later, fuck being better, fuck things getting greater later, fuck being here for when my kid gets some money and I can spend some of it. You just like, fuck it right now, and today I need a cigarette. Fuck 2030. I ain't got time for that shit.
Right.
Now, I do fuck with the herb, and ain't nobody taking it. You understand what I'm saying?
You ever
The
tried
only
juicing it?
Juice in the herb?
Yes.
I got some juice out there right now.
Yeah, juice the herb is the benefits that you would get
Next
from
time I
it
see you, I
are
want
a
the
lot
juice.
healthier.
I want the juice you be having, because I need
Wait,
some
what?
serious
Juice,
juice, man.
weed?
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
juice. Yeah, you could
Kool-Aid
2AC
Oh, you talking about
Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
You can actually, like, even without the making the THC Kool-Aid, you can actually juice like the concentrate from it and make a lot of things. Like,
So
people,
I don't have to just do Kool-Aid. I can do lemonade. I can do a tea.
anything, tea,
Smoothies and
smoothies,
shit,
You know how to
anything.
do that?
Just had a
I know
body
some people
highs
that
all
know
the
how
time.
to
We're going to have to
that.
holler at
See, he
each
knows
other.
some
See,
people
we
that
know
know
some
some. Now
people.
you know somebody that knows somebody.
I know
That's
somebody.
what we're talking
Now, how
about.
long have drip been available to the public?
Drip been available to the public here in Michigan since January
Of this year?
of this year.
Okay, you got what, 8, 7, 8, what month we in? 8 months?
We in August.
we in the
Yep,
Okay,
8 months in.
congratulations, 8
I
months.
appreciate
8 months
you.
in the city, but this is
But
a
you
national.
said just here. Where else?
Yeah.
And how long?
So I started in Nevada in 2017. So I had it in like different dollar stores out there, liquor
Okay.
stores and stuff. But I didn't have this whole ideal, the whole
With the
concept.
QR
It kept
code and
growing.
everything on the
It was
back,
just the
right.
front of it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And the playing back. But as I got my business partners, like my cousin Devin, and one of my cousin Money, shout out to y'all. But they helped me bring the vision more to life.
I
Right.
love it.
When it came to
Yeah, I can't
Putting
wait
that
to take
team
part in the
together.
QR codes, man. Like,
Yeah.
I can't wait to Juneteenth those joints. You know what
For
I'm
sure.
saying?
And shout out to my creative designer director too, Daniel. He's real talented. Y'all definitely should tap in. He's done stuff for like Kanye West. You know, a lot of big names, and he's real big around the city too for graphic designing. So
Okay.
So before we go, tell the viewers how they can get a hold of it and give us some benefits of it.
okay. You can get a hold of it if you go to our Instagram, which is Drip Alkaline. That's drip with 2 eyes.
Drip, drip.
And then if you look in our bio, the link is there. You can click on it. It's going to take you directly to our website.
Okay.
Okay. And, shout out to all our Drip ambassadors too.
Drip Alkaline, the Drip Ambassador.
Okay.
Shout out to Press Clay, DJ Press Clay.
Yes,
man.
sir.
And
DJ
one
Never
Press
how
benefit-
this
Clay.
started, man.
One benefit that I thought that was really awesome was what you were saying about hydrating your locks. So for your hair.
Yes.
So outside of that, you can intake it. Is there anything else you want to share with the people about how it's a benefit for
So-
this alkaline water?
It's alkaline water if you have a lot of inflammation, right? So you may been playing at the gym and twist your ankle or hurt yourself in your elbow or your ankles throbbing and stuff, right? You can actually take this drip water and soak your feet in there, and it's going to reduce the inflammation.
It worked like an ibuprofen,
Yeah,
Shut
it worked
up.
better than the ibuprofen because
Look at
it's
that.
water. It's,
and it's natural.
And that makes sense because when my mama do it, she got to use Epsom salt with the water because our water, the tap water. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now it's a science experiment going on in the water with the Epsom salt. And
Right.
with this, it's like, no. Just pour some of that in there.
That's
You know
it.
what I'm saying? And let your feet sit in clean water, in real
Wow.
water. You know what
your
I'm
feet gonna be dripping.
See what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
So get your insides and your outsides dripping.
Yes,
That's
one of the
it.
things
Yeah,
our,
you
our
use that, you better
conscious-
come get me
yeah,
and give
some
me
of
some
the things
money.
our brothers and sisters say is we should not, some of the ones that's really on it, they say we should not put anything on us that we cannot put in us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen sisters who will moisturize their skin with coconut oil and then fry your chicken in it. You know what I'm saying? And then put it in their baby's hair and then also clean their teeth with it. You know what I'm saying? It's a natural thing. When people was living off the earth, living off the world, and living off the land, they didn't have time to go through different aisles and pick a better shampoo.
Right.
This is the shampoo. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who has ever touched a bar of black soap knows. Man, listen here. Ain't no soap in the world like black soap. All you
no.
need is the size of a dime of soap. It will suds your whole
Your
body
body.
Sure
up.
will.
All you gotta do is let it touch the water.
I don't know where it is. I think it's somewhere. I think it's Japan somewhere. But they sell soap by the slice. Like imagine
That's
imagine
sliver.
like the Pringles chips.
Yeah.
That's the soap.
Enough for one shower.
Yeah,
bill.
That's
that
how-
one slide. That's
That's
one
you.
slither. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's damn near like the slide.
That's smart.
Like paper towel thin.
Okay.
They live so minimal.
I
I
love
can
it.
imagine they like, listen, we ain't got time for soap dishes, soap containers, none of that shit. Just give me mine. All right, bet.
I love
I
it.
think
Slice,
it's been
a
more
slice of soap.
more
slice of
creative.
soap.
A slice.
I love
Yeah,
it.
trying to get down with the creativity with managing all those people that live there is definitely something. But that's why when I see the parents like 16 and counting and all that, it's like we got to start utilizing our babies because you right there with all the labor you need. I've watched bro say they need to put a room on their house, and him and his 7 sons got the room on the house in 2 days. What else y'all doing? You feel me? They say, oh, these kids be out here running wild. You ain't gave them nothing else to do.
Right.
You ain't got to send them out to a program, but what have you given them to do? I just asked a sister not too long ago with a bunch of grandkids and her own kids. I say, well, how much, what, who would be willing to do some work? What they willing to do? What talents do they have?
Facts.
She didn't really have no answers for that. Like, they live together, they work together, but I don't really know what they into for real. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they not into shit. You know what I'm saying? But the conversations need to be had where you sit down and ask your brothers or your spouse,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
Facts.
Right.
I agree.
Because if you look at it, all we do is go to work, pay bills, do it to each other, and take showers and shits and eat. Then when the money bowl, don't nobody want to do it to each other no more. Now we arguing with each other until the money come back. Anybody got time for that? Can we figure out the commonality? Can we figure out how the money gonna keep coming?
That's a
You
hell
feel
of a
me?
lifestyle.
Not even the money keep coming. Can we figure out how everything is taken care of? Can we figure out how to build what we gonna do? And if you and your woman in your house can't come up with a plan, it's time for you to start looking outward for brothers and sisters who already have plans.
Right.
Trains already moving. Maybe it's a flight we can catch
Yep.
until we get to where we going. But this shit ain't gonna work
At
Or
all.
else nothing about y'all is different. You can add the bullshit to your life. You can add the social club to your life and start partying and getting drunk.
Right.
You can add community work to your life and start helping others. But none of that is necessarily going to end up in you adding to the economics of your life. Figure out a plan and put something in motion for you and your family. And then also something you do with them. Plus that 9 to 5 you got. That's what a bootstrapper does. That's what inner city supposed to be about. Hustle, man.
I think
Hustle.
teaching these kids. That's right, drip. I
Yeah,
think teaching these
hustle.
kids credit, man, is where it's at. And I say that just because think about this. As right now, if you worked at a job, the job go pay you, right? They go pay you funds. I want to do stuff completely different because now I done gave them funds. They got to go make sure they get their credit straight. They got to make sure they get the house and all that stuff, right? What if we paid them in credit, right? I add them as an authorized user to my credit profile, right? I got a credit score of 800, right? And you're talking about all of my employees getting on this. They don't have to have a card to the actual physical, credit. But if I paid them in credit and put them as an authorized user on my account, they can go get their life together, right? So they can go get approved for that car. They can go get approved for the house. They can get approved.
Oh, that
for
would
all
be
of that.
valuable. That's just like when they tell you the Habitat for Humanity say you can have a house, you got to help us build it though.
Right.
And you ain't got to have no history in building a house. There, literally, by the time you get done, you're gonna know some shit, right? Well, with your situation is like you can take this hourly pay for the next however many weeks and try to do something with this hard cash that we know you ain't gonna be able to do.
Right.
Or you can continue in the struggle you already got anyway, and choose what you want me to co-sign.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Give me 3 months of your time and I'll co-sign something for you. Then you continue working and pay on that like that. But it's gonna be on for the lows because I co-signed it with my credit.
Exactly.
It's not. They not gonna fuck you like they would have had we not gone together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's And then in the end, I'm the repo man. Fuck it up, it's coming back to me.
Come on.
It's gonna belong to me
I
anyway.
can take you right off as an AU off of my account.
That's
if
deep.
if I wanted to fire you or you wanted to quit, y'all could just remove you. So now you got to go find another job that's probably not going to treat you.
Now
that
there
same
are
way.
people who got people working hourly on sweat equity like that. Right now at
Right.
Ford Field, I believe it's Ford Field or one of those stadiums down there, right? It's Little Caesars, they the one doing it. Little Caesars Arena. They not paying people by the hour. They paying people by how many pizzas you sell. You feel me? So they looking at it like, look, choose which booth you want. It can be Pepsi, Little Caesar, whatever. Put your team together. That's what they said. Put you a team together and choose your booth. We want Little Caesars. All right, bet. You got Little Caesars for them. You got pizza for the next 3 games. You have to be able to pump out this many pizzas during the game. If you don't do it, you get paid prorated based on that. You can split that shit up between how many people you brought along with you that's going to take to do this. If you brought 10 with you, here go your $300 for the day. They ain't paying you about an hour. They paying people with shares. You feel me? Like how much work did you
Smart.
do? Yeah, it's smart on their behalf, but now you need 2 other jobs.
Right.
Because so-and-so was slacking tonight. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no slacking. Everybody got to be moving all the time. You know what I'm saying? Or we ain't going to meet the quota of 500
They
pizzas.
dream team.
Yes, they want to sell 10,000 pizzas per venue, per event, right?
Right.
So it's 500 pizzas per booth.
Right.
If you do 200, 300, we already know we missed money,
Not bad.
right? Everybody only doing 500. If you only made it to 300, then we know we missed money. We already know, and you ain't getting 500. You ain't getting 1,000. You getting $300, $400. You know what I'm saying? So it's people working on all different ways of working. Uber and all that, bro said, I ain't know they make that much money. They do, depending on your income and what you do. Right. If you're a single mom, Uber, Lyft, Uber Eats, and all that shit, that's bringing in the bread. And you work, nothing is good if that's all we do. That's what people be complaining about. This ain't enough. It would be plenty if that wasn't all you do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You playing yourself by thinking just that you got Uber, just because you opened your sandwich shop, you don't need nothing else. Now this ain't enough. This because you still had a life to live. Now you trying to live your life, party, and reinvest in the
too
business
much.
off the sandwiches?
Doing a lot.
It's one sandwich. So one corned beef is $10. We about to break this $10 up into all the shit that you want to do, right? $2 for the club, $2 for that car you've been rebuilding, $2 for them hoes you got on the side, and we just giving $2 to all your hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't. It'll be over, right? So it's $2 for your extracurricular hoes, and then what do you got left? $4. $4 for your business, your house, bills, and reinvesting in your business per sandwich. You ain't got time for that shit. It's gonna take you forever. Nobody want that much corned beef.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
It's
right
too many
about
corned
that.
beef places. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
right
So
about that.
you gotta listen. That sandwich got to be able to do two main things: reinvest into the business and pay the people that's working for you.
Right.
Right.
If you quit your Chrysler job to open, that's why TikTok said that shit, because we've been knowing it. Did you quit Chrysler working 40 hours a week to open a car wash and now you work 90 hours a week? It's stupid.
Crazy.
You did that wrong. And then you're like, I don't trust nobody. I ain't working with nobody. I don't trust nobody. That's not business.
No.
You got to find you some people you trust or train somebody that you know you can count on. You know what I'm saying? Find you a slow motherfucker that you know gonna do what you say.
And that
You better
networking is
figure
not
it
happening overnight.
It don't happen overnight, but you done
No,
put
no.
all your big eggs in one basket. You done got your profit sharing check and quit the damn job. You fool! It's
You
not
should've
over
stayed
yet.
there.
It's
Keep
not
that
over.
money.
You feel
Keep
me?
that
Get
money
your
flowing.
secure money. They say they think the conscious people want them to quit their jobs and just walk out. We don't want you to do that.
No.
Just understand that job is not the answer to your prayers.
Exactly.
That job is never going to give you the freedom, and there's no upward mobility. What is you doing? They got jobs that's not
It's
they don't
called
even
steps.
promote from inside the job. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to look for their administrators from somewhere else.
Oh, most definitely.
So you can't just, I learned all the spots. I know all the parts. They don't give a fuck. Okay. You'll never wear this suit and be in here with these computers. You know what I'm saying? So,
Not qualified.
yeah, so use that to start your own. Use that to create your own drip. You
Most
feel me?
definitely.
Use that to get your own D-Town
Invest
ice
in
cream
yourself.
truck. Yeah,
That's
love
the best
yourself.
thing you can do.
And your kids,
That's
invest
right.
in yourself
Invest
and
in
your
your
kids.
kids,
man.
for sure.
Those
Lead
your
them.
profit
They
sharing
ain't
checks
asked to
right
be
there.
here. Lead something here for them,
The
y'all.
kids are the future. You
That's
know
the
what
real
I'm saying?
shit. You
Yeah,
know how
some
real it is
kinda-
to be a real man, a real woman. When they say you take care of your kids, I take care of my kids. There's a challenge to that. Because taking care is based on what you believe care is. I feel like I'm not there if everybody ain't got no money put away for each individual child. Right now, I have life insurance. So that means everything I'm working for, I'm literally working for it to give it to the next motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't created a way for your family to not need a man the moment you're dead, you have not taken care of them. That's where this started from. Motherfuckers like, do I really want to have 80 heads of cattle? Then when I die, they need a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know how to run this farm. They straight until she can meet righteously. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you leave them bold, they choosing desperately. Right? And now they letting dog move in. They got to hook a tether box up to the phone. Like, the kid's like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, prepare yourself and realize that we might be partying a little too much. You feel me? Like look at your situation like I might be partying too much, right? We have 14 kids with 2 more coming in my family. I can't afford birthday gifts for every single one of them. I forget they fucking birthdays. You feel me? Every 3 months, I gather my whole clan together and I take them all out, and that's how we celebrate. You killing yourself trying to do a birthday for every
beat
single
that.
one of your kids.
right.
You're killing yourself. We have to.
sure.
If you mix that up just a little bit, you'll at least save yourself money throughout the year.
This is true.
Mothers of more than 3 children should not be having birthday parties for every kid. Y'all gotta
That's creative too.
yeah,
What you
quarterly.
just said.
Yeah, do
that's
something big every quarter of the year, and be like, whoever birthday was next month or last month, this bud's for you, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? you trying to figure out how to spend 500 7 times. No. Take their ass out to eat. Let them go
Shit just
crazy on the
stupid.
menu one time.
I like that.
You feel me? But
Let's
okay,
start
so
using that.
that's this. Listen, we got to make it work for us. You feel me? Shout out to everybody who has helped me raise my children. It has been a village. I was not prepared to be a father. They're here. But the first 2 years, I got clothes donated to me from as far as Georgia. You feel me? Because they had a son 1 age older than mine, right? I got a cousin and a niece from the family who loves on the daughter and gives her everything. I don't then also go out and buy shit.
Right.
You feel me? I'm focusing on other things because I know that's not going to last very long.
Most definitely.
I'm gonna use it up while we use it up. By the time they say, okay, look, that's been enough birthdays, I'm ready. It's cool. You feel me? So y'all have to leapfrog this shit. Don't burn out your resources and don't get upset at people because they don't have it right now. You have a whole child. Just because they don't come to the birthday at 4 don't mean he ain't still gonna have birthdays at 15, 16. You done went so crazy over them missing the petting zoo, you don't even talk to your auntie no more. You know what I'm saying? Don't play yourself like that, man. Love on your people. Let them love on you. Last one.
right.
Okay.
Hey, ditto.
I'm say ditto.
No, for real. I mean, what's left to be said? We have a lot of anger, a lot of emotions in this world. We need to love on one another.
You got something to say before we get out, dude?
I just say we our own therapy. You know what I'm saying? It starts with us. We gotta love on ourselves first, and love on our people too at the same time. And I feel like sometimes that's hard because a lot of people haven't been taught how to cope. You know, especially coming from where we come from, growing up in the environment that we grew up in. You know, so
Self work is the hardest work, the hardest job. What you got for us, Mark? What you got on the way out?
I mean, shit, y'all pretty much hit the nail on the head, man. What more can I say?
You saying ditto too, ain't you?
What more can I say?
What more can I say, man? Thanks for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. Go real or go home. 7 Mile Radio.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
Vandyke Production.
7 Mile